Welcome back, Major League Fantasy sports owners. Major League Fantasy Football 3, this video is for specifically. I wanted to address a topic really quickly. We've had some major issues over the last couple of weeks with free agent auction moves, bids, that kind of thing. I know I went over all this stuff with everybody specifically. It's also listed on our website. There's no place for me to list this in the settings page on ESPN. I will take a little bit of a blame. Maybe I should have reminded all you guys by posting it on the message board, so I'll take a little bit of fault there. But at the end of the day, I've directed everybody to go through our rules, regs, and payout section on our website. Unfortunately, either some of the guys overlooked this or they just weren't paying attention. I knew there would be some growing pains with the way we do things in our leagues because they're a little bit different than the average league with the depth of 21 guys starting every week, and the max bid at $30 and a minimum of $1 and a maximum of $100. I mean, most people aren't used to those types of stringent rules. These rules are in place for very good reasons. Anyway, to get to our issue that we had this week, not to even mention the $92 bids that we had a couple of weeks ago, or a week and a half ago, or whatever. We had a bid today over $30 or $34 made by the G unit. Jeff White bid $34 on Eddie Royal. So what I did in this situation, Jeff is new to Major League Fantasy Sports, Major League Fantasy Football. I extended a courtesy to two of the other owners last week with this kind of a situation, but unfortunately for him, the courtesy I extended him was refunding him his money, but I did not give him the player. I did refund him his money, which I thought was the right thing to do in this circumstance, in this situation. So, that being said, the next highest bid was, I believe, Pat Willis Fan Club, who declined to take Eddie Royal after the fact, so I gave it to the next highest bid after that, which was Aaron Shootman, Team Shootman. I adjusted the budgets accordingly from that, looked down the list to see if it had any other effect on any other bids throughout the league, which it did not. It really creates a huge problem when it comes to keeping books on the league and who's doing what. So, from this point forward, I need everybody to understand what our rules are. Rules are, you can bid anywhere from $1 to $30 on a player. That's it. No excuses for, $31, $30. That's it. Okay? And from now forward, what's going to happen, from now forward, whether you're a new owner or not a new owner, okay, this is going to be putting everybody on notice. If you bid over $30 for a player, not only are you going to lose the money you bid on the player, you're also going to lose the player, and you're going to lose the player you dropped to get that player. Okay, so the very next person that goes over that $30 bid is going to lose the money, they're going to lose the player that they were bidding on, and they're also going to lose the player they dropped to get that player. That player is then going to be reverted to the next highest bidder. I'm going to give that person the option of taking the player or not, and I'll just go right down the list. I'm thinking it probably won't happen again due to the fact that I'm doing this video. Maybe I should have done one of these videos earlier to explain all this stuff, or maybe I should have done one right after the first instance we had this last week. So I do apologize for maybe not getting on top of it then. Maybe I should have done that, but I was expecting everybody to kind of see, read the threads that are on the message board, and also obviously go through our rules. With that being said, one other thing I wanted to touch on is the bids in this league are completely out of control. While it is your money, you spend your money however you like, as long as you're within the $1 to $30 bidding rule. Most of you have not played in a league with this amount of depth on a roster, and I don't think you're factoring into your thinking the amount of injuries and the amount of players that you're going to have to shuffle in and off your team throughout the season with the bye weeks, and obviously I just mentioned injuries. So if you blow your wad the first 2-3 weeks of the season, you're completely screwing yourself down the road, and you're going to make it that much easier for your opponents to beat you, and you're going to change the results of what happens throughout the season because you're broke and you can't make any moves. Everybody knows that football is a sport where there's a lot of injuries. There's guys that will miss a start here and there because of this reason or that reason, and you're going to need somebody to put in that spot. I mean, that's just the way it is. One of the real tests of our leagues is that you being able to manage your team appropriately, play your matchups, manage your budget, make the right decisions. The right decisions are going to make or break you in any format that we run. Baseball, basketball, football, it doesn't matter. Your decisions are going to carry a very high weighting. I'm going to leave this video. I'm going to cut this video short right here. If there's any questions in regards to this, the rules and how this is going to work and what the new rule is, again, I'm going to reiterate the new rule. Anybody bids over $30 from now forward on a player, even if it's $31, doesn't matter. $30 is the limit. Anybody that bids over that is going to lose the money that they bid, the player that they bid on, as well as the player they dropped to get the player. So, as long as everybody understands that that is the rule, I want you guys to enjoy playing this year. I don't want to have any more of these problems. I mean, you know, I want everybody to enjoy the format and the format of the competition and to not be arguing and bickering over things that we already should understand. So, again, any questions, concerns, give me a call, text me, email me, whatever. I'm going to start a thread on the message board. It's just going to say video in regards to free agent auctions or whatever. I'm not going to post anything on it, but if you have any concerns and you want to just post it there, feel free to go ahead and do that. Thank you for listening, and enjoy yourself this season. Hopefully you don't bid over 30.